Liverpool rocked by shock twists on and off the pitch. Don't miss a second. Subscribe now for instant Reds updates, exclusives and breaking alerts. Tottenham on pole for shock Christian Pulisic deal. Despite Man UTE, Liverpool talks, Christian Pulisic is increasingly open to a return to England, with intermediaries now confirming to Team Talk that Premier League interest in the American star is not only real, but growing by the week. The 27-year-old has just 18 months left on his AC Milan contract, with the club holding an option for a further year. Despite his outstanding form since arriving from Chelsea in 2023, talks over an extension have failed to gather momentum, much to the frustration of those close to the player. Pulisic has been nothing short of transformative in Serie A. His first 2 seasons delivered 20 goal contributions apiece, and he has already hit double figures again this term. Across the last 2.5 years, no player in Serie A has produced more goals and assists combined, a statistic that has elevated him into the bracket of Europe's most dangerous wide forwards. Even with the managerial change to Max Allegri in the summer, Pulisic's influence has remained constant. Milan insists they intend to open talks, but after handing a lucrative new deal to goalkeeper Mike Maignan, the club are in no rush, and that stance has not gone unnoticed. Milan, though, do point to the fact that it is a similar situation with Portuguese star Rafa Leão, whose contract runs until 2028. Sources, though, have confirmed to us that Pulisic's camp have now informed Milan they will gauge the market, and the response has been immediate. We can reveal that Tottenham Hotspur have registered concrete interest in bringing the USMNT captain back to London. Spurs view Pulisic as a ready-made, high-impact addition who fits their profile for both versatility and end product. Intermediaries have also spoken with Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester United, though at this stage the strongest and most proactive interest comes from Tottenham, which is fascinating given that former boss Mauricio Pochettino is one of the favourites to return as manager this summer. Pochettino and Pulisic have built a very strong relationship while working together at the USMNT. With Milan's slow-playing negotiations and Premier League clubs circling, the situation is edging towards a pivotal moment. Those close to the player believe that if Milan do not accelerate talks soon, this summer could become a defining crossroads in Pulisic's career. And with the USA hosting the World Cup, the timing could hardly be more dramatic for a player poised to be the face of the tournament on home soil. Spurs were first linked with the former Borussia Dortmund ace on Monday, and we can confirm he is indeed emerging as a serious transfer option. United were tipped to move for Pulisic on Wednesday, though their interest is less advanced than Spurs. Tottenham, Pochettino return on. Brutal Frank verdicts. Returning to Pochettino, Team Talks Fraser. Fletcher revealed last week that the Argentine has said yes to a spectacular return to Spurs. But he is not the only manager in the frame, with the likes of Roberto De Zerbi, Oliver Glasner and Julian Nagelsmann also under consideration. Meanwhile, it remains to be seen whether Thomas Frank will decide to quickly return to management after being sacked by Spurs. One pundit has called the Dane useless, while a second has questioned whether he will ever get another elite job. Real Madrid plan 35 million offer for Brazilian right-back amid Trent Alexander-Arnold headaches as Ibrahima Konate given clear instructions. Real Madrid are planning to raid AS Roma for their Brazilian right-back to compete with Trent Alexander-Arnold, according to a Spanish report, as Virgil van Dijk publicly tells Ibrahima Konate not to leave Liverpool for Estadio Bernabeu. Alexander-Arnold and Dani Carvajal are the two senior right-backs in the Real Madrid squad at the moment. While Alexander-Arnold joined Madrid from Liverpool in the summer of 2025 and is under contract at the Spanish club until 2031, Spanish veteran Carvajal is out of contract at the end of the season. The Athletic and Marca have reported that Carvajal is unlikely to be offered a new contract, with the 34-year-old watching on from the substitutes bench as 21-year-old David Jimenez started at right back against Valencia last weekend, before being replaced by Alexander-Arnold in the second half. According to Defensa Central, Madrid have already identified Wesley Franca as the right-back to sign in the summer of 2026. The Real Madrid-centric news outlet, which can often be speculative, has reported that Madrid head scout Juan Calafat is a big fan of the AS Roma and Brazil international right-back. Madrid would be prepared to offer around $35 million, £30.5, £41.5 for Wesley, according to the report, although this would be in the event that Carvajal leaves. While Alexander-Arnold is the clear number one right-back for Madrid for the long run, Los Blancos need competition for that spot, despite Federico Valverde also being used in that role, even though he is a midfielder by trade. The report notes, although the focus is clearly on Trent Alexander-Arnold, Real Madrid would consider signing a right-back with good ball control to adequately cover a position that has caused many headaches this season. Neither Xabi Alonso nor Arbeloa have consistently fielded a right-back, with Fede Valverde being the player who has featured most often in that position this season. Without Carvajal, they would be forced to look to the transfer market. Wesley joined Roma from Flamengo in the summer of 2025 and is under contract at the Italian club until the summer of 2030. The 22-year-old Brazil international right-back has made 29 appearances for Roma so far this season, scoring 3 goals and providing 1 assist in the process. Manchester City have also been linked with Wesley, and it remains to be seen if Roma would be willing to sell him in the summer. Virgil van Dijk wants Ibrahima Konate to snub Real Madrid. Signing a new right-back in the summer is not the only transfer business that Madrid plan to do, with the Spanish and European powerhouse keen on adding at least one new centre-back to their squad, with both Antonio Rudiger and David Alaba out of contract. Ibrahima Konate has long been on the radar of Madrid, who recently made contact with the Liverpool defender over a summer move. Our transfer insider Graham Bailey has reported that Liverpool want to keep Konate and have offered him a new deal. However, the defending Premier League champions have given Konate a deadline of Easter to give them a definitive answer. Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk has now publicly said that he wants Konate to stay and not move to Madrid as a free agent. ESPN quotes Van Dijk as saying about Konate, "We are friends, we speak about everything. It's a process, and let's see what comes out of it. It's never that easy. We saw with my situation last year, so it's never that easy that we can just say, let's get it done. It's a process, and let's see what comes out of it. Obviously, I want him to stay. He's an important figure on the pitch. That's what everyone sees, but off the pitch as well. He's one of the leaders. He's outstanding, and in my eyes, a world-class centre-back. I can do only so much, but it's in the club's hands, together with his agents and himself, so let's see what comes out of it, but I have no influence otherwise on that. There's always hope." Latest Real Madrid transfer news. 2 Liverpool battles. Tottenham star wants move. Signing a midfielder is also on Real Madrid's agenda, with transfer guru Fabrizio Romano revealing how determined Los Blancos are to beat Liverpool to the signature of an AZ Alkmaar gem. Staying on the Liverpool and Real Madrid transfer battle theme, Los Blancos are now favourites to sign a German centre-back should he decide to leave in the summer, despite Liverpool already holding talks with his agent. And finally, a Tottenham superstar is said to be very keen on a move to Madrid, who have already inquired about the transfer fee needed to complete a deal. Liverpool want to sign 40 million Swedish left-back and fulfill his dream. Liverpool are interested in bringing a Bundesliga left-back to Anfield in the summer of 2026, according to a report. But manager Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes will face competition from Arsenal and Real Madrid, among other clubs. Milos Kerkez is the #1 left-back at Liverpool at the moment, with the Hungary international having joined the defending Premier League champions from Bournemouth in the summer of 2025. Andy Robertson is out of contract at Liverpool at the end of the season, but sources have told Team Talk's transfer correspondent Fraser Fletcher that the club's owners, Fenway Sports Group, FSG, plan to hand the Scottish left-back a 1-year or 2-year contract. However, with Tottenham Hotspur and Celtic interested in Robertson, the former Hull City star could opt to leave Anfield for good. Kostas Tsimikas is on loan at AS Roma for the rest of the season and is under contract at Liverpool until the summer of 2027. However, Tsimikas could fancy leaving Liverpool for good this summer, just like Robertson. Our transfer insider Dean Jones reported that Liverpool will sign a new left-back this summer, and a name has now emerged. According to Fotbollsdaten, Liverpool have taken a shine to Borussia Dortmund and Sweden international left-back Daniel Svensson. The reporters claim that while Dortmund would like to keep Svensson, his dream of a move to the Premier League could pave the way for a transfer. Dortmund would be open to selling the Sweden international for 35 to 40 million, up to 35 meters 47.5, according to the report, which has noted the 23-year-old's ability to fill complex tactical roles. Svensson is a left-back by trade, but the youngster is able to operate as a left winger and as a central midfielder. He has even played 7 times in his career as a right-back. Regarding Liverpool's interest in the Swede, Fotbollsdaten has noted the Reds are looking for fresh legs for the left-back position. Scouts are particularly highlighting Svensson's physicality and his intensity in pressing, qualities that perfectly suit the style of play at Anfield. Real Madrid and Arsenal also linked with Daniel Svensson. Fotbollsdaten has also reported Inter Milan and Arsenal's interest in Svensson. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has reportedly placed Svensson on his shortlist and views the Dortmund star as an ideal addition to his tactical concept. Bild has also reported Arsenal's interest in Svensson, with the German publication noting that Leeds United are keen on the left-back as well. Real Madrid too have been linked with Svensson, with Fichajes reporting that Los Blancos eye the Swede as a potential replacement for Fran Garcia. Garcia is the second-choice left-back at Madrid behind Alvaro Carreras, and that is not going to change anytime soon. Madrid reportedly blocked Garcia's move to Bournemouth in the January transfer window, but the 26-year-old could leave in the summer. Fichajes is not one of the most reliable sources, but Madrid's interest in Svensson does make sense, although we need to wait for more authoritative publications to confirm it. Latest Liverpool transfer news. Tottenham battle, League One centre-back on radar, staying on the Liverpool against Real Madrid. Transfer battle theme transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has revealed how determined Los Blancos are to beat the Reds to the signing of a Dutch gem. Sources have told our transfer insider Graham Bailey that Liverpool are behind Tottenham Hotspur in the race for a former Chelsea star. And finally, Liverpool are looking towards League One again to sign a centre-back who has been starring in France since leaving Leeds United in 2024. Report, Liverpool plan 26 million bid for English centre-back Leeds, sold for just 4 million, and he could join Liverpool are aiming to bring an English centre-back to Anfield in the summer of 2026 that the club's owners, Fenway Sports Group, FSG, could have got for a much lower fee when he was at Leeds United, according to a report. Jeremy Jacquet will link up with the Liverpool squad next season, after the defending Premier League champions struck a deal with Rennes in the January transfer window. Giovanni Leone is also due to return to action for the 2026-27 campaign after he recovers fully from an anterior cruciate ligament injury. However, there is still a need for Liverpool to sign a new centre-back, with Virgil van Dijk, now 34, Ibrahima Konate out of contract at the end of the season, and Joe Gomez injury-prone. It has now emerged that Liverpool are back in for former Leeds United star Charlie Cresswell and are already planning a bid for the Toulouse centre-back. On January 4, 2026, French news outlet Sport.fr reported Liverpool's interest in Cresswell, noting that Newcastle United were monitoring the Toulouse star too. Team Talk's transfer insider, Dean Jones, reported that West Ham had made Cresswell their leading centre-back target for the January transfer window, but the Hammers eventually signed Axel Disasi on loan from Chelsea instead. Sports Boom has now reported that Liverpool are still keen on Cresswell, and so are Tottenham Hotspur, West Ham, Chelsea and Brighton and Hove Albion. There is interest in the defender from Crystal Palace, Borussia Dortmund and Wolfsburg as well in the 23-year-old. Liverpool will reportedly table a bid of over $30 million, 35.6 for Cresswell, which could be enough to try to persuade Toulouse to part with the defender. Cresswell has been on the books of Toulouse since the summer of 2024, when he joined from Leeds for just $3.8 million, 4.3 million, 5.2 in. The centre-back played just 14 times for the Leeds first team, but the 23-year-old has also made 56 appearances for Toulouse, in which he has scored 7 goals and given 4 assists. Which other major centre-backs are Liverpool keen on? Cresswell is not the only centre-back that Liverpool have been linked with for a summer move. Like any elite club, the defending Premier League champions are not putting all their eggs in one basket. Our transfer insider Dean Jones reported on February 5th that Liverpool want to sign Mickey van de Ven from Tottenham Hotspur in the summer of 2026. Tottenham are in talks with van de Ven over a new contract, but the chance to play for the defending Premier League champions and compete for major trophies on a regular basis could be too tempting for the Dutch centre-back to resist. Joel Ordonez of Club Brugge is another centre-back that Liverpool are monitoring. Sources have told our transfer insider, Graham Bailey, that Liverpool are keen on Alessandro Bastoni too. The Inter Milan star is one of the best centre-backs in Serie A, and we understand that he is open to a move away from the Italian club in the summer. Latest Liverpool transfer news. Real Madrid plans for midfielder. Mo Salah, latest signing a centre-back, is not the only plan for Liverpool in the summer of 2026, with the defending Premier League champions looking for a central midfielder too. Liverpool are keen on AZ Alkmaar midfielder Keith Smith, but transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has revealed how determined Real Madrid are to stop a move to Anfield from happening. Keeping the Liverpool versus Real Madrid transfer battle theme, a German star fancies a move to Estadio Bernabeu and not to Anfield if he were to leave his current club at the end of the season. And finally, regarding outgoings, Romano has revealed the latest on Mohamed Salah, who is said to be in talks with a Saudi Pro League club over a 2026 summer exit, though a second new Saudi force are also now in the running.